you probably think you know everything about Venom. The black, terrifying alien symbiote that bonded with Spider-Man and Eddie Brock, turning them into one of Marvel's most iconic anti-heroes. You've seen him in comics, games, even the latest Spider-Man 2 game. But here's the twist. There's another version of Venom that's just as dangerous, maybe even deadlier, and most people have never even heard of him. His name? Anti-Venom. However, he's nothing like what you're expecting. You see, Venom feeds off his host, drives them to the edge of sanity, and thrives on chaos. Anti-Venom? He's the opposite. He heals, he purifies. He can wipe away diseases, toxins, and even superpowers. And the way he came to be? That's a wild story Marvel fans never saw coming. Here's how Anti-Venom was born. We start with Eddie Brock, the original Venom host. After losing the symbiote, tiny fragments of it remained hidden inside his bloodstream. Eddie's life spiraled. He was diagnosed with cancer, ironically caused by his time with Venom. Seeking treatment at Oscorp, Eddie had no idea fate was about to rewrite his story. Enter Martin Lee, aka Mr. Negative. One touch from him while using his dark energy powers triggered the dormant symbiote particles inside Eddie. Those particles fused with Eddie's white blood cells, creating something entirely new, the Anti-Venom symbiote. This wasn't just another alien creature. It was a living cure. So why Anti-Venom? Not just because he's white instead of black, though the contrast is striking. It's because he does the opposite of Venom. Instead of feeding on his host, he heals them. Instead of corrupting, he cleanses. His antibodies can cure any disease, purge any toxin, and even strip powers away from other heroes and villains. And unlike most symbiotes that have their own consciousness, Anti-Venom is completely mindless, meaning Eddie Brock has full control. That alone makes him more dangerous than most of his kind. But here's the crazy part. On his debut, Eddie as Anti-Venom fought both Spider-Man and Venom, and not just fought them, but actually held his own and defeated them. The Venom at the time was Mac Gargan's Scorpion, but that doesn't diminish the feat. He's got all the standard symbiote powers, super strength, insane durability, camouflage, shapeshifting, and those terrifying tendrils, but with an extra edge. His touch can burn and kill other symbiotes. Sometimes just being near him weakens them. Even Spider-Man wasn't safe. Anti-Venom once tried to cure Peter by removing his radioactive powers. It almost worked. Peter barely escaped. And forget the usual symbiote weaknesses. Fire, loud sounds, useless against Anti-Venom. But he's not invincible. Certain poisons, toxins, and even Mr. Negative's powers can harm him. Now for some of his wildest moments. On his first day as Anti-Venom, Eddie took down the entire Thunderbolts roster solo. He fought Agent Venom, Flash Thompson, and even became Anti-Agent Venom with Flash as the host. As Anti-Agent Venom, he battled the terrifying Red Goblin, a fusion of Norman Osborn and Carnage. In the game Spider-Man: Edge of Time, he appears in his normal form and in his horrifying fusion form, Atrocity. He's even shown up in Ultimate Spider-Man, where he got his own story arc. Anti-Venom may not have decades of history like Spider-Man or the classic Venom, but every time he shows up, he leaves a mark. His design is striking, his powers are terrifying in a completely different way, and his potential in the Spider-Man mythos is still untapped. So, is he the ultimate symbiote countermeasure, or just a rare curiosity? Let me know in the comments. And while you're here, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into Marvel's wildest characters.